Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here for day 2 of our epic adventure, recalling a road trip. It's the goofiest idea for a series ever, and as I explained yesterday, it's very self-indulgent because I was dreading the month of August because since John's gone, it was a very special month for the two of us, and since he's gone, it's just a I don't know, sad, I guess is the right word. And I know scrapping about him and about us and about things we did and places we went is kind of therapeutic. So I decided to do this, to make the pages. And then I thought, why not a series to share kind of the memories, but also and the stories, but also the scrapbooking techniques. So here we are, and I realized yesterday that I had not talked about the photos in yesterday's page. So this is yesterday's page. This was day 1, and this of course was the view from my seat, which was this seat. I kind of turned around and took a view of, we had put the, we have a Prius, or had a Prius. This is Katie's Prius now. I have a newer Prius, but this was our 2010 Prius, and it was 2016, so 6 years old then. Anyway, we had put it has a hatchback, we'd put the back seat down and we just packed. This was an ice chest, and there's another ice chest, my suitcase, our CPAP machines, and various bags of snacks. The most important thing being this big thing of water, and I forget what, I think that was also water. It might have been distilled water to go in the CPAP machines. So we kind of, I one of these is filled with all the fresh fruits and vegetables I could clean and pack in there. And we decided that as long as they lasted, they'd last, and then we'd stop and stock up again. So we did stop at grocery stores and at nights in hotels, I would clean vegetables and get them ready to eat so we could just grab them and eat kind of healthy on the road because we knew we'd be eating out a lot. This one is at the Okanalufty Visitor Center, and it's the first visitor center that we went to. And it kind of it gave us the idea to stop at every visitor center that we came across because this one was so amazing. And the main photo that I've ever posted or scrapped from this stop was the one of all of the daisy-like flowers that are native wildflowers with a big gigantic butterfly, in the middle of them. And there were butterflies everywhere. There was a great little kind of hiking area, and the gardens were just beautiful. This is a photo of Tallulah Gorge. And if you've never heard of Tallulah Gorge, welcome to the club. But we saw a sign that said, "This way to Tallulah Gorge, see where the flying Walinda crossed the gorge." So I thought, oh, flying Walindas. I saw them, and they were on, I want to say they actually appeared on the Ed Sullivan Show, and so they're in the company of the Beatles there. But they were high wire artists, and they crossed this gorge in 1970, and it was televised. I can't recall seeing it or remembering it at all. What I do remember is that in 1978, George Walinda, who's the one that crossed the gorge, was trying to across someplace in, I don't know, Ecuador or Peru or somewhere in South America, and he fell to his death. So I remember that. But anyway, so we went to Tallulah Gorge, and it's kind of it's a beautiful vista. The little visitor center, if you were, it is kind of a shack. And Ava at the time, let's see, how old was she then? She was 8. She loved collecting beautiful rocks. And so they had a whole area with a display of rocks that came from the area. A lot of times when you find the rocks, they came from Taiwan, but these were ones from that area. So I got a little velvet bag, and one of the photos I saw there that sparked that memory was the little purple velvet bag that I got her, and purple was her favorite color, and I think she was a little past when she called it purpur. So that's enough about yesterday. We went on from here to Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, and we hung around the little downtown area in Pigeon Forge. We tried to go to Dollywood. We actually drove up the drive. We hoped we could see. We knew we didn't have time, or that we wouldn't take the time that early in the trip to spend a day at a park like that. But I kind of wanted to get an idea of what it looked like, and we couldn't get close enough to get a photo worthwhile. But we ate at Margaritaville in Pigeon Forge, and then we stayed very near Pigeon Forge in Tennessee. So this was Georgia, and then we had crossed kind of over into Tennessee past here. This was in Georgia. Okay, so put that away. And I have I've cleaned my arrow stencil. I guess the one section of the arrows stencil had blue, and then the teal, and then the green. So when I cleaned the stencil onto the white cardstock, I cleaned it kind of this way, and you can see where I sort of overlapped some, but it gives it kind of an abstract look. So I was going to go with that, and so that led me to print 3 photos. And the first one, and I'll tell you something else about this. A million years ago, or at least like 9, when Archivers closed down, they had printed photos for people if you wanted them, or they would scan and print your photos of your scrapbook pages. And they had these 13 by 19 sheets, which is called Super B, of photo paper. And I have a wide format printer that uses 13 by 19. So I bought a ream of this paper that they had left. And I have yet to find a printer setting that works well with it. I thought I had found it today when I first printed these photos. Now they are filtered so that they kind of had a little bit of an abstract look anyway. But the abstract look is further amplified by the fact that the ink runs. You can kind of see it bleeding into the border. And it takes a while for that to happen. It was crisp. These photos were crisp, and the edges were crisp when I first printed it. And I laid the paper aside and went and did something else, and then came to cut it. And by then, the bleeding had occurred. So I get really abstract photos here. I'm not sure how I'm going to arrange these. Maybe like so, and then I'll embellish around them. Let me just kind of do. So as I'm putting these down, I'll tell you that what I have around me, I have, of course, the Last two Mind the Scrap kits, because I get in the Mind the Scrap Summer Challenge, I get extra points for using something from the kit. And I have the elements that I need for the Mind the Scrap Summer Challenge for this week, which is outdoor photo, leaves, the color green, stenciling, tags, etc. So I thought the arrows, I'm going to get a lot of use out of the arrows. So Lisa, if you're watching, you're going to see a lot of the arrows on my postings. I have this little tag. Oh, and in addition to those things, I have from the kits these decorative brads that are safe travel, so they're all travel themed. I have some, this is a combination of the 49 and Market chipboards from their nature study. And since I'm going to do outdoor photos, the nature study seems appropriate. And I also have here at the back ephemera, the journaling ephemera from Where to Next. I have a Glitz design sticker that says, "Oh, darling, let's be adventurers," and then this "Welcome to Today." That is not going to get used today. That's not the right color scheme. I have also from Mind the Scrap these journal bits from the Trail Mix collection of simple stories. Don't know if I'm going to use that. A long, long time ago, I won a prize, and this was the prize. This is kind of, it's like pressed wood, and it's got words like adventure and outdoor and sea and lakes and mountains and walk and explorers and explore, dream, discover, explore, journey. So I figured I might use those in my scrapping about travels. And then since these two photos were taken walking around town in Berea, Kentucky, which I'll explain all this to you in a minute. So, and then I have this sticker sheet, which is Our Story Matters, and I love the little typewriters, so I may use those. And it's always handy to use a flower that has green leaves if I don't have green anywhere else. So anyway, about the photos. I took this photo as we entered the state of Kentucky, headed to Cincinnati, Ohio. And when it got to be lunchtime, we were in a little town called Berea, Berea. And I'd never heard of it. But as we walked around, there were some beautiful, very colonial, kinds of architecture, beautiful buildings around town. And there was a hotel that was like one of the grand hotels out of the 20s. I mean, it was just absolutely gorgeous, beautifully landscaped. And this is an example of the potted plants that are around the building. And you see the white brick there. And there were some display windows that in the hotel, and they were displaying art from Berea College. And this is a platter. All of this mess over here is my reflection taking the photo through the glass, but it's a platter that's was handmade, ceramic, with inlaid pieces to make this gorgeous big lobster. And they were displaying the art, not selling it. So unfortunately, I didn't leave with it. But I looked up, at the time, I looked up Berea College because I hadn't heard of it before. And I found out that it was one of the very first integrated and multicultural colleges in the country. And it It was founded by an abolitionist, and it has never charged tuition, like since 1892 when it was created. And it takes only lower income students. So it's providing, and it's a liberal arts education, but there's an emphasis on how the arts can lead to careers. So it's taking kind of disadvantaged students and giving them opportunities in what I consider to be a unique and amazing way. I was very impressed, and so we went by the campus of the university, and it's a beautiful campus, really, really pretty. So I'm just kind of adding things here. I have this little thing that says findings, and since the art was one of the things we found, and I want to do something kind of colorful up here. So this little sunshine, this would have worked for last week's challenge at Mind the Scrap. This little sunshine might kind of sneak there. That was in the early part of the day, so it might seem appropriate. And let's see, what else do I want to do? I have my hearts here, my overlapping hearts. These hearts from 49 and Market are amazing. This second one that I'm getting ready to use is, it's like a heart cut out of like a moth. And so you can see the moth wing patterns there. Put that down. I've got this little thing that says getaway. I kind of like that, but it seems like I might need something else over on that side that I'm not seeing at the moment. Let me see if maybe one side of that, let's do that. And I'm just going to glue it down flat. There. And then I'll put this, and then I'll find something else that's, I've got a lot of straight lines and stuff. I need something kind of round there. I could use a camera there, but this pink camera is really not the right color or style. It has the flash attached to it. So let me look through my embellishments. A nice floral would work there, but I don't see anything there. I'm not sure there will be anything in here. These are spring abstract cutout and sticker sheets from Prima, and they're kind of an unusual style. How about maybe a butterfly? I'm gonna take a butterfly. This is a butterfly sticker. I'm gonna fussy cut it out. It says bloom, and I don't really need or want that word. And I'm probably, okay, and I'm going to leave the backing on it because it's a little more solid. And I'm just going to glue it right there onto the photo. And let the wings pick up like that. Okay, that works for me. Do I need anything else? I think I may be good, except I might want something up here. And there may be something in this trail mix. I've got loved this, which could go there, but let me see if I can find something. Oh, here's a little round doohickey that could go there. And because it's green, and green gets me points, I'm going to go ahead and cut it in half so I can use the other half on a different page. I'll do that. And then I'm going to add a little something else there. Maybe I'll pick this brad, another round shape. This orangey one with arrows, which is kind of appropriate. And I'm going to overlap it like that. And then I'm going to put the loved this kind of up top. And I think that's going to be it. I'm going to leave all this white space. I may journal about that. This was August 2nd, and we late that night or maybe early the next day, I'll have to look at the timing on stuff. But tomorrow is Cincinnati. It's around and about Cincinnati, Ohio. So we've Georgia, Tennessee, Kentucky, and then Ohio. So thank you very much for watching. I'm going to call this page Around Town, and I guess I will go ahead and add Berea, Kentucky, August 2nd, 2016. and that probably should be good. Thank you for watching, and I hope you're enjoying the series. I'm really happy with the response I've gotten so far. It seemed like a silly idea, and I think it's going to be fun. So, bye.